Hi, I'm Helen Hughes, and I am your go-to person for all things fun during your swimming lessons. I am the founder of Mini Water Adventurers. I'm the creator of the Orca Swim Trainer, and also I create courses and workshops on swim education. Woo! Okay, so if you haven't met me before, this is the channel to come to help you and inspire you to offer creative and purposeful play for your lessons for early years, but also for higher stages as well. I offer other things on this, so just make sure you have a good look around to see what is on there. But today in this video, we are going to look at one of my favorite themes, which is to do with penguins. And it doesn't matter what time of the year it is, because I love to add in about penguins. It is the Penguin Awareness Day on the 20th of January. So I thought, why not do penguin theme right away? I love using, I call them playmats, and it's such an inexpensive way to add a sort of a focal point or something where the children can visually see something that right away captures that attention for the children. So if you have a shy swimmer, or you've got an anxious swimmer, or you've got a swimmer that needs a little bit of controlling in the sense that they just need to focus, then using something like this gives them that sort of moment of where they can focus on this as opposed to whatever else is going on in their minds. So I have just printed this off on card and laminated it. For those that are part of the Swim Squad membership, you will get this, and it's going to be on your dashboard. So make sure you go and look that out, but you'll be able to just print it right away and get going with your lessons. So what I use these play mats for is you can add to it. I have these already set up poolside. If it's a parent and me class, not babies but toddlers, then they sit next to this, and it gives them again that place and positioning of where this is where one they're going to choose, and that's what they're going to be using for the lesson. And especially at that age when it's just like, that's my little area, that's okay, because you can give it to them. And also for the preschoolers, they like to have their own as well, but it also means that you can tell them they're swimming down to do whatever they're doing, and then they're coming back to their penguin, so it's very clear on what you're asking of them. I love play mats, and I'm sure I'm going to be doing plenty of other videos with regards to play mats, because it's very well received, but it also helps you as a teacher too. So we're going to use this little guy. They can call them a name if they want to. And there's different things that you can do with regards to using your penguin. Of course, it's very snowy. Penguins love it very cold. So adding that little bit of a storyline to it, adding in a little bit of a story, helps me as well plan the different activities. And I call them activities because you're working on a certain skill set, and rather than just saying you're going to be blowing bubbles for your breath control skill that you have chosen, that you're working on currently, it means that you can add in something that's a little bit more enriched, something that they can focus on as opposed to just blowing bubbles. And also because they have such a creative mind and they're so curious and they love to explore, why not add in what I call an activity using different materials to provide such a lovely environment for them to do so. Based on your lesson planning, now if you may have your own way of doing it, but in my Swim Teachers Planner notebook that I've already designed, I'll put in the description below of where you can find one, I've got a lesson planner in there of where you can write the core skills to the side, choose your activities, and then do it accordingly. So it's snowing, so you're going to have things like poms, you could do ping pong balls, and also different things that depends on how far you want to go with regards to your materials. But I use things like artificial snowflakes and also reusable ice cubes, which are fantastic if you own your own pool and your kitchen is right there. Actually freeze these because it's really cool, because it's a science experiment in itself, and it's really cool to watch the children see that with them actually being iced as well, because you can always put them in a bucket and change them out depending on your lessons anyway. So even if you try it just for a parent and me class, it's really cool. You've got the snow, it's snowing, and they're going to go and collect the snow, practicing their kicking. You could also add in the breath control right away. If those children are wanting to put their faces down in the water straight away, it's absolutely fine. And again, it's something that they can be looking at, feel and hold. Children love to hold things, and it gives them to something to hold. So if they're focusing on their legs, then why not have them something to hold? Now, I always use a noodle and a connector, so it means that they are more stable in the water. And for an extra layer of protection, they have their Orca swim trainers on as well, which gives them that buoyancy, but also that independence. So Snow, bringing back to their penguins. But also Penguin has lost its beak, and unfortunately his eyes have just gone all awry. Whatever you want to do it, or you may even just want to say, let's go and get their eyes and their beak. So I actually have a pack of these. It comes with a blue and a green one as well in a full pack, and this silicone, so I love them. So these were perfect. They even had holes at the top. But you could use other things. You could use PE cones, you could just use craft foam, for instance, or you don't even have to go and get the beaks. You could just add on something else. You could add on hats, maybe, for instance, that they're wanting to get woolly hats. You could add in sensory scarves if you're getting a scarf for the penguin. So if you don't have anything like this, then that's absolutely fine. You don't need to, but I do, and I love using these because I use them in other themes too, especially with firework theme and all sorts, because you can make loads of different shapes and things with these. So anyway, going with this, they are going to go and get their beak. You can add in that they have to balance it on their heads. They actually are going to be putting on their faces. They could put them on their tummies. They could do streamline with it, and different sort of ways there that they can bring it back to. And then they're going to be putting it on there as their beak or whatever else you're putting on. Then what you're going to do, where they're going to go and get the eyes, for instance, so you could potentially use, again, pom-poms for the eyes of where they're blowing the bubbles down and blowing it back, or they could throw it and go catch it, whatever way is suitable for them to go and get the eyes. So you've got the beak and then the eyes that go on top there. See if I can do it holding it up. And potentially then, if you don't want to use the black pom-poms, you could also then use ping pong balls and just draw eyes on them. And I've used these for so many different other themes. So even if you get a massive bag full of the white pom-poms, you'll still have loads left over to use them for something else. So those are the eyes. Now the thing with balls is that when you use play mats, you just need to use something to stop them from rolling off. So that's why I use this beak, because when you balance it, they don't roll off and they stay on the mat when they are lying down. So that's great for that. So the eyes. But like I said, you could add in also hats. That's them building up their little penguins. You've got a red one here or the yellow. So you've got eyes, we've done Snow, we've decorated him, we've added things if you're wanting to add hats and things like that, because they could be going on their backs and putting it on their heads and things like that. But also, Penguin has friends. So this could be put up on the walls and they go and collect them, and his friends meet there, so you can balance it on the noodles. Again, they could be holding on to it. They could be holding it on like this and then practicing their hand pulls as well as they're going along. They can hold on to these because these are right size. I just created these myself, and I just sit and watch telly and I make all these lovely sort of extra materials that the children really love. Another activity, so one more, is that we need to feed the penguin because he is very hungry from swimming lots, because you can add in other things as well. They could be doing penguin swims, penguin dives, penguin jumps, penguin whooshes around. You could do directional work. You could say, do follow my penguin. Loads of different things that you could add in between. You've got songs. I've added songs on my swim education page. Swim squad members, you get these songs as well. So add in loads of action songs, but you could also then go and get some fish. And again, you use these for loads of other themes too, where you could do a little bit of a matching game of where they are doing, you could do maybe bigger fish like this or smaller fish, just depends on how you want to do it. They can either go down, sorry that you can tell I was doing a different size there. So anyway, I'll turn it around and show you that side. So you could do the little fish, the big fish, or you can also then add in that they've got little nets. So you've got the fish all floating around in the water and they're going and scooping and collecting as many fish there. You could add in bar foam numbers. So they go and collect, say, they're going to go and collect, 2 fish, or they're going to collect 3 if they've picked it out of the bag. It could be that you've thrown a movement cube. It could be that you've just told them that they're going to go and get 3. It could be doing red only, yellow only. So you could add that to your movement cubes as well with your coloured dots. But using this as well is really great because it's a little bit of science in it that if they put it down too low in the water, the fish will fall out because it fills up. So they need to understand the positioning of where they're putting these things. And also it helps with scooping and moving with the dexterity of their hands, hand-eye coordination, hand grip and things like that too. That's a really fun game. I've also had these, the penguin dive downs, so you could always find these and add those in as well. I just had them, so I added them. I hope you had enjoyed coming along to our penguin themed lesson. I absolutely love this one, and if I could do it a number of different weeks, I will do. And I can incorporate it in with the other winter themed games and activities too, so I can prolong it for the month. So anyway, let me know how it goes. Put what you find useful, or if you've got any ideas too, make sure you can put in the comments below. If you really did like this, like and subscribe so you know that you're getting some other videos, and hit the little bell too because that will notify you if there are any new videos coming up. There is also the higher stages games too, so check those playlists out before you move on somewhere else. Enjoy your winter themed lesson ideas, and I'll see you in the next video.